Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a men's singles match. Let's give a warm welcome all the way from Korea Republic to Sangsu.
And contending him today, please give it up for Lin Gaoyuan, all the way from China.
So, here we go then, continuing through this day session in Durban. Lin Gaoyuan, long-time member of the Chinese national team, quarter-finalist at the previous singles World Championships in Houston back in November of 21. Tail of the table between the two. They're two vastly experienced players. Look at that, the head-to-head between the two. 8 previous meetings and nothing to separate them here. It's a rivalry that goes all the way back to the Polish Open under-21s semi-final in 2011 here between these two. That was a match that Sangsu won. Lin has actually won the last 3. Ben Foot, our umpire for this one. We'll dig into the rivalry because, I mean, 8 previous meetings. I can do quite a few things on commentary, but I can't summarise all of that in 20 seconds, and nor would I want to either. There's a lot to get into here. Best of 7 games, can be precise about that. Well aware of that, of course, and the different sort of dynamic that it can bring to proceedings from regular WTT series events, which are the bedrock now, the foundation of professional table tennis. But the World Championships, of course, well, they're the World Championships. They're different. These two do know each other well, and let's join in for the spin of the coin now.
Toss, we do red or blue? Red. It's red. Receive. 2 cents.
Waiting for a ball here. Got one now. The knock-up can begin. Yeah, it's a longish day, really. Day session, always likely to be that way. I'm agree alongside Naya Agarwal still to take you through this. We're looking forward to this one, aren't we? I mean, you start with Sangsu, 2 very experienced players here. He's playing very well here, looking at those first couple of rounds.
Yeah, and he's been absolutely dominant here in Durban. Look at this, both the rounds, 4-0 victory, especially against Achanta Sharad Kamal in the previous round. He was just ruthless, if I may use that word. Of course, been on the tour since a long time. I've seen him since my junior days, and he's, you know, just carried the flag of Korea all this while. But well, of course, whom do we have up there? The Chinese, Lin Gaoyuan.
Yeah, one of the very best players to watch, isn't he, at this point? And he's been resurgent, not just here, but of course winning, coming in here, winning a title. And, well, you can't fault his progress so far. Yes, and Harbison dispatched without losing a game there. Lin Gaoyuan winning the fan vote, but of course remember, you can influence it. Sign up to cast your vote at worldtabletennis.com. At the moment winning about 2/3 of the vote on the very popular, as well it has to be said, Sangsu, particularly at home. Korea Republic, he's been a cornerstone figurehead over so many years. You think of Jung Young Sik as well. And they were in partnership together, all the successes that they had, the medals, but individually as well, Lee has been so successful over his career, has a World Championships singles medal from the Dusseldorf Worlds in 2017. Singles and doubles, actually, he got medals that year. Very successful Worlds for him that time. He's going to present an extremely tough opponent here for Lin Gaoyuan again.
Lee versus Lin,
Spin that the other way, of course, as well.
Serve, level. One love.
9th career meeting between these two. Nothing to separate them, even if Lin has been on top in recent times.
1-1.
And it's kind of, to start with, Neha, get your thoughts on this a little bit. It's always been a tight matchup because they're pretty different players as well in terms of their core strengths, if you like, their prime ways, you think of first and foremost of winning points.
Yeah, very different, but very similar in how dangerous in their attacks that they can be. I mean, of course, left-handers have a advantage to get more wide angles, but I mean, Lee Sangsu is just very dangerous near the table. And when he makes those forehands and just the thump that he puts from his foot, I find it very scary for sure.
2, 3.
Yeah, on the other hand, you feel the rallies get a bit more broken, a bit more open away from the table. That suits Lin Gaoyuan. Lee, of course, will know, they'll be aware of how to do this. They've got a big history.
4-2.
You can see the aggression sitting right there for the Chinese.
First towel break.
Come on.
5-2. Let's 5-2.
Ah,
3-5.
so beautiful and so destructive for the opponent to get this one.
Over the table you talked about already, he's destructive. Lee, good example of it there.
6-4.
And I also find it so interesting that how China has been able to develop the pipeline of talent that they have. I mean, for all the players from other nations, for example, Lee Sangsu is a 2-time Olympian, and Lin Gaoyuan has not even played once. The competition's so high. Similarly, you saw in the previous match, Samara, a 4-time Olympian. Right, it's so hard for countries to produce these legends, but China has just been on another level. A lot of talent.
Yeah, I mean, we often say Lin Gaoyuan, a lot of the Chinese national team players, if they were playing for another country, they would have multiple appearances at the Olympics, rather. It's just so difficult to represent China with the strength and depth, as you say, that they've got at the top.
And thus, I'm sure it means so much more to them.
Oh, that's what he does so well. He can glance, redirect. Slightly further away from the table than where Lee likes to be, but it's just as devastating.
Yeah, extremely swift in actually the receiving from the backhand side. He can come onto the forehand, make that switch, do a perfect backhand opening.
9-6. Six, 10. Seven, 10.
The game points comes and goes for Lin, but 3 more here to come.
11-7.
Do nicely for Lin Gaoyuan. 11-7, the first game is his in this one. Oh, this was a big opportunity for both Anders Lind and Noshed Alamian here. Rank 180 here, and his run goes on. The round of 16 for Anders Lind. Overall, very unlikely name in the round of 16, but richly deserved all the same. And you actually look at this, Neha, here. Yeah, of course, you've got Jang Woo-jin there. Well, what about the young Nigerian?
Oh yeah, that can be super dangerous there.
I mean, I'm not saying he'll beat Jang Woo-jin, but could you imagine that in the round of 16 if he comes through and plays Anders Lind for a spot in the quarterfinals? I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible here. We're seeing that.
For sure. Look at the diversity there. Just so brilliant to see. And he's been pulling up a few upsets here in Durban. He beat Hugo Calderano.
Second game, Lin serve level.
Looking to build on that opening game then. Lin Gaoyuan starts game 2.
1 love.
This is the difficulty, isn't it? I mean, he knows, first of all, Neha, he knows that he's beaten Lin Gaoyuan before. We talked about that. But Lin's won the last 3 overall. You can see in recent times here the matchup that it's... Talk about Lee wanting to be close to the table.
Love 3.
But he gets drawn quite a lot of the time into these exchanges, I think, that Lin favours. Just take a back step off. And then it's very, very hard to hit through the Dark Knight at that point. He's so quick on his feet. You've always got to look at head-to-heads in context a little bit here. I mean, it's a long rivalry, but, you know, he's not beaten him since 2018 overall. It's 3 wins for Lin, in that, you know, since then.
Yeah, form matters a lot, I feel, and head-to-head, if it's way past behind, doesn't really matter.
4-1.
Yeah, we've got to remember Lee is 4 years older as well. So you go back to the earlier meetings. Lin is a younger guy at that point. Lee will feel he should be winning the points, though. He's on top of the table. He still can't do that.
And a bit of a smile from Lee Sangsu there. Serves errors. A bit of shadow practice there. Wait, let me recall. How do I make my serves again? Oh, that was absolutely brilliant. That forehand spin. He literally pulled the ball back on the table when it fell outside. Look at how low it was. And then a crack of forehand. Brilliant.
That's the point right there, though, now. When Lin takes up that position there, he's winning most of those exchanges.
It's just been better in long rallies. more faster and more powerful than Lee Sangsu today.
He doesn't do it there, but obviously Lin, like all the top players, is capable of flicking away and receive winning points, serving well, winning points in a short, sharp fashion. But that's something about him, is in open play as well. When the rally gets open, he's got a very good success rate. Oh, it's immaculate. The finish there from Lin Gaoyuan to stretch the lead to 4 at the towel break.
Also notice how low he always stays. I mean, so much power in his legs and the thighs to take that. Just notice that, so low. Doesn't get up at all.
5-9.
There we go. It's not absolutely awe-inspiring numbers at the moment from either, but Lin obviously controlling the scoreline as well.
Well, yet another long service from Lee Sangsu. I think this is the 3rd time he's made so far in this match. Very unlikely in the men's game. And again.
7.
Yeah, couldn't have been expecting that.
A hit, slight edge.
Back with the service now, Lin, looking to move on to a 2-game lead. Oh. Misses his stock shot, that.
Yeah.
Over the table, the flick. That is a rarity. This is the little touch receive as well, and the second game slips away from Lee Sangsu. Lin Gaoyuan moving along, 2 up now. Things going nicely then for Lin Gaoyuan. There's one coming in here. Took that the last opportunities to win the title coming into these World Table Tennis Championship finals, winning the WTT star contender Bangkok. That thrilling victory over Jang Woo-jin on the 7th. He's obviously built on it here with his first couple of matches, not dropping a game. Not dropping a game here yet, but what we know now is the fighter that Lee Sangsu is. He's not going to just drift away here. Still a lot for Lin to do to try and win this.
Yeah, he's surely been a fighter. I mean, he's been top in the junior circuit and then carried the flag of Korea in the seniors as well. Of course, wonderful longevity from his side for sure.
2-1. Let's 2-1. 2-all.
You know, I find it so amazing, Guy, that for Lin Gaoyuan, the first receiving is generally always from the backhand side. I mean, just the amount of movement he's doing on the court, it's crazy.
3-all.
Just explain that for those uninitiated or whatever. He's always trying to flick a lot of the time as well, yeah?
Yeah, like this one was from the forehand side, but generally he would move towards his forehand and do a backhand flick. So that just requires much more movement, right, in the legs.
Yeah, of course, you see it there, not to win the point, but I think of the men's game, really, in the modern era, the importance of that backhand flick receive, banana flicks we talk about.
Oh, that was a brilliant serve. Slight out. Lee Sangsu was so confused. Is it a short or a long? You can see those unforced errors coming in now from Lee Sangsu. It's a good serve, but this third ball attack, gotta land it on the table, please. Brilliant shot game by both the players. So nice.
He's not letting up, is he, here on Lee? You'd expect, really, he's not going to do that.
Yeah, everything he did in that point was absolutely right. To surprise your opponent, so more of that element. But if you used again and again,
Nine, 6.
I'm surprised I haven't seen a timeout yet.
More frustration on the face of Lee Sangsu. Now the game looks to be going away from him. 4 game points.
11-6.
He's got firm control of this at the moment, Lin Gaoyuan. 11-6, game 3, and therefore 1 more needed to book a return to the round of 16 at the World Championships. 3 up now. Next up, we're going to be going to mixed doubles at the conclusion of this. Pritika Pavard and Simon Gauzy, of course, got that victory over their European rivals, Dang Cho and Nina Mittelham in the previous round. Tough opposition, of course, Chinese opposition, Kuai Man and Shedong in the quarterfinals. That will be coming up with Shazad Haq and Adam Bobrow next. after the conclusion of this, of course. Could still have some way to run. Lee Sangsu will hope so. Not favourably placed at the moment here. 3 down to Lin Gaoyuan.
Time. Fourth game, Lin to serve, Lovell.
Okay, game 4 beginning here. Sangsu. Back over the couple of games, the last couple of games, he's been in there but not totally in the game, if that makes sense. Now.
Yeah, it's like you're playing well, you're getting into the rallies, but you're not able to win the point. You're not able to finish off the rallies. Because the opponent's just more consistent.
1-2.
That was a bit of a desperate shot there.
I was about to say, it just maybe a little bit frustrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, at this situation, you're 0-3 down, you're up against, top 10 player. You want to use everything that you have, take those risks. And there you can see a timeout called from Lee Sangsu.
Yeah, you can understand why. When you look at the run of points, he's only won 4 of the last 16, Lee Sangsu.
치는 거에서 좀 바뀌었거든요. 그것도 답변대로 가져가보고 오히려 놓고 짧게 승부하는 거랑 하나 길게 좀 올라오는 거 커스하는 거 이 2개만 가지고 해서 충분할 것 같으니까 더 많이 활용해보고 그거 들어가서 승부가 되면 승부가 되는 거고 어쨌든 너가 전술에 작전을 치는 게 아니라 거기서 이 방식이 너무
Of course, the action in World Table Tennis will keep on going after these World Table Tennis Championship finals beginning of July. Excited to see how things get on with the WTT star contender Ljubljana, presented by I Feel Slovenia. Darko Jorgic, of course, the main draw card there, the Slovenian man. And then towards the end of the year, the end of October, beginning of November, one of the top-tier World Table Tennis events, the WTT Champions Frankfurt, is also going to be taking place as well. Lots of other events as well, WTT contender level events next month as well, and much more planned. Of course, go to the WTT app and worldtabletennis.com to find out more.
We're back here after a timeout called by Lee Sangsu. Quite an uphill battle for him in this 4th game now.
4-1.
Just immense topspin in that attack. Look at that shot again.
Yeah, I've seen this type of rally a few times, haven't we? He's looked so comfortable out there, Lin Gaoyuan. That's it's been a feature of it. Really seemed flustered here.
Yeah, it's a nice backhand flick from Lee Sangsu, but it seems like Lin Gaoyuan has just answers to everything. He's sitting there, almost like reading his mind so very well.
Remember, this is a man who's won World Championship medals before as well. You expect him to try and find an answer.
Oh, what was that? Oh my God. Spare me the... I don't want to be in Lin Gaoyuan's shoes at this point to be getting that.
Yeah, I think he'll accept that's too good. But that's the problem. He's had moments, you come back to the games we've had so far. He's on points here, but he's always found himself from behind here, coming from behind doing that work. Now, again, he felt there being pushed out, just going for a little bit too much. He's been finding it so hard now to hit through the Dark Knight.
Yeah, he was a bit displaced there. Although you would generally imagine him to bring those top spins back on the table.
Oh.
3-8.
Caught the edge, I think, there.
Yeah, for sure. The long serve's doing good for him.
Yeah, it's been the area for him, a good source of points. Oh!
9,
And then
3.
that from the Dark Knight coming into the light here. The control there on that. I think that winner, that's what he's capable of. Two points needed. Make that
3.
Expected a closer contest than this. You look at their previous matchups. Lin here has been too good. 7 match points. And, well, a flamboyant finish, a fitting finish for Lin Gaoyuan, who is marching into the round of 16. That's a comprehensive victory over a former multiple World Championship medalist in Sangsu, who's been brushed aside here by the quality of the performance from Lin Gaoyuan, winner 4-0. Numbers from that one, well, dominant from Lin Gaoyuan behind his serve, particularly there, opening up huge advantages and not really ever allowing Sangsu into the match.
A big congratulations on your win, Lin Gaoyuan. What was your secret to winning this match?
恭喜高原取得本次比赛的胜利。那么你获得本场比赛胜利的关键是什么呢？你认为？
我觉得这场比赛自己还是调动的非常不错吧，特别是一上来自己的发动，然后自己的一些抢攻和一些技战术，其实很多都是在赛前去想到，所以说在赛前自己准备了很多困难准备，一上来就完全把自己释放出来。
I think it's a result of a good pre-match preparation. I had a good movement and I acted really well during the attack.
That's great. And in the next round, you will be facing Lin Yunru in the round of 16. How are you going to prepare for that match?
你现在晋级到下一场后将会对战林云如，你要如何准备呢？
我跟林云如其实也是非常是难打嘛，上一次比赛也是3-2才赢，所以说跟他打，我赛前还是要做好更多的困难准备。我觉得在下一场更要去释放自己，去享受这个比赛了。
I met him before and I had a hard game and I think I should try to practice more and play my best for the next round. Thanks.
Congratulations once again and all the best in your next match.
谢谢云如。
Thank you.
Yeah, looking forward as the draw moves on. Lin Gaoyuan to even tougher tests to come, and he's probably going to get one. This is building nicely, isn't it? Different storylines here, but that one particularly, Lin Wenru, the silent assassin, against Lin Gaoyuan, the Dark Knight, is one of our confirmed